but you can release the need to save fucking everybody. You can decide that your coaching and your offers are for the people that are going to really take them seriously.
You're listening to the From Imposter to Empowered podcast. I'm your host, Jill Perrick, a business and mindset coach who specializes in imposter syndrome. If you feel like you're not as smart, capable, or worthy as you actually are, and that someone is going to find you out, then you come to the right place. I went from being a struggling government worker, working my coaching business on the side, but feeling unworthy and burnt out, to making multiple six figures helping women overcome imposter syndrome so they too can sign clients, make bank, and have the business or career of their dreams. I am nothing special. I have a stuttering disability, ADHD, and I struggle with anxiety and depression. So if I can learn how to feel good enough and overcome my inner imposter, then so can you. Let's dig in.
Hey podcast fam, welcome back. We are now almost all the way through July. Let's not talk about it. I don't even want to think about the summer ending. I am literally having the best time playing pickleball, watching Love Island, which I'm doing currently, but I think by the end of July or near the end of July, it's going to be over. But regardless, it's given me something to do at night, which sounds so funny, but as somebody who is a workaholic, I love to work, and something that I would do a lot is I would leave a lot of my work to the evening, because also having ADHD, that's a real thing. And I have really actively over the last year or so been trying to leave my evenings free, because that ultimately is the goal in terms of, getting work done in the day, doing my calls in the day, and then at night, really having that free space to spend time with my husband. And when we have kids eventually, spend time with them. And it's been so nice being able to just sit down and watch Love Island. And even though I definitely liked last season better, and I'm talking about the USA one, for some reason I can't get access to the UK one, which is disappointing. But I really liked last season, but this season there's still drama. So it still is so fun to watch. So anyways, that's what I've been doing, playing pickleball, swimming in my pool, as I'm sure you've seen on Instagram. If you haven't, head over to Instagram at your coach Jill, follow me there. You will see me in my pool quite a bit. And I've just been absolutely loving the summer. Been so much happier in the summer. I definitely need to move somewhere where it is hot and sunny all year long. So let's get into today's episode around how to skyrocket past your sales plateau. I have done this many a time before in terms of feeling like, okay, I'm sitting at a certain number, whether it's a totally objective, fine, great number, in the 5-figure range, or if I have dipped before, being okay, how are we going to get past this? And there are a lot of strategic things, of course, refinements, content. These are all more customizable things and personalized things. But today we're talking about the mindset. Today we're talking about the identity that then feeds into how you're going to refine strategically. So lots of words and all of this to say. Let's get into it. So you are claiming to be obsessed with your offer, but you don't feel pumped to talk about it. This is something that, again, I think people get very confused about in the online space, or they understand on a subconscious level that they need to be excited about their offer. And I need to be excited about my offer, but whether it's life, whether it's the algorithm, whether it's all of these other things, there is gonna be a disconnect between you and the sales that you're making if you actually aren't obsessed with your offer. And I don't mean you need to be I'm so excited about this 24/7, but there needs to be a healthy dose of belief and obsession and really feeling your clients are hitting the fucking lottery when they join an offer. Whenever I have made offers that I'm not really obsessed with, but like it made sense or somebody said that they wanted it, it has never done well versus when I'm like, I really need to create this offer. I'm really excited about it. Like I love talking about it. That offer has always done significantly well. And it's because of the expectation that people are going to want this, that they're excited about it because I'm excited about it. And really believing as well that like the experience is going to start as soon as somebody starts working with you. Instead of being like, I'm putting my all into selling this, but then kind of feeling deflated when somebody joins or feeling like relief when somebody joins, it's more of, I fucking can't wait for people to get inside of this offer. I'm going to blow their minds. So it's a surefire way for you to discover why your sales have maybe plateaued around your offer, because you're not obsessed with it. You claim to be obsessed with it. And I was kind of saying this in the beginning, but again, people, I think subconsciously have learned, okay, like I need to be obsessed with my offer. So they say that they are, but like the way that you feel when you sell it and how you think like, oh, I have to sell this offer, or it feels heavy, or you think like, how am I gonna explain all of the things that are included, right? It's a different energy. And if the energy is off, if you're not super fucking excited about selling your offer, that is going to cause a sales plateau around that offer. And what we don't want to do is create a bunch of offers that we don't actually want in our offer suite. We are just trying to figure out what excites me, right? Like it can feel this way if you have an offer that you've been selling for a while. Like for example, I have the Real Deal. That is my signature group offer, but it is never a problem with the offer. It's the way that I am perceiving it, how excited I am about it. And all I need to do sometimes is just like look at the testimonials on the sales page, look at the curriculum and the courses and everything that's included inside of this offer, look at the client content parties, look at the Telegram channel. Like all I need to do is to like really immerse myself into that offer and realize like, oh my God, this actually is such an amazing space. And that's all I have to do. It can be super quick and shift back into the energy of selling that offer. So this doesn't always mean that there's something that needs to change about the offer itself. Again, strategically, people are going to look at, oh, well, I'm not excited about this offer and change everything strategically, but maybe you just need to shift the way that you are seeing your offer. And of course, the way that you see your offer can sometimes just be a byproduct of the way that you view yourself and how you perceive yourself, which leads me into my second point in terms of how you can skyrocket through a sales plateau, and that is changing the meh like energy, the drab energy behind your posts, because you're uploading consistently, you're showing up, you are selling your offer, but you don't want to lie to yourself. And you know that the energy is kind of meh. The energy is kind of like down in the dumps, not feeling yourself, not having that belief in yourself. And this doesn't mean, again, that you need to change anything strategically, but I bet if we infused more belief, more confidence, more certainty, more conviction into the words and how you're saying things, and even just adding a bit like of excitement and again, belief and confidence in the words that you're saying, it would change the tone of how you're showing up. And that is everything. Right? If it came down to just the words that people were saying, and if they said like, hey, I can help you do XYZ, everybody would be a millionaire. But you pay people because of how they make you feel. You pay people for the power that they exude through their content. And like, that is why you can see somebody's content and you can read their words. And if there's no power behind it, if there's no belief behind it or confidence or certainty, that shit is recognizable. And this directly comes from how you feel about yourself. It directly comes from your self-worth, how confident you are feeling in yourself. And again, strategically, there is not a lot that you need to change, but I bet you if you were to look at your last 5 posts, could you read that? And could you ask yourself and look back on it and be like, is there a way that I could have said this more confidently? Is there a way that I could have been more direct about this, more sure about this? That will change everything about the content that you are putting out. And listen, as somebody who has been posting consistently and selling consistently online for years, there are, of course, going to be seasons where you are a little bit less confident, where you are going through a hard season behind the scenes. But all I see at that point is sometimes you just have to be a little bit more intentional about how you're saying things and how you're showing up. Whereas sometimes it's a lot easier to convey that confidence and to convey that conviction and certainty, but sometimes you do have to review the content that you are putting out and how you are showing up, and it's going to be a little bit of an effort because, we have things going on behind the scenes. We have kids who need us. We have husbands and wives that need us. We have things that are going on, and that's not a problem, but you have to realize that your energy, your confidence, all of that is your currency. And I said this on the pod last week as well, that your energy and the way that you show up and how you showcase your power, that is fucking currency. People want to pay somebody that is certain that they can help them. People want to pay somebody that is so confident in themselves and their ability to help you that you give them belief that they can change their identity, change their body, change their health, change their relationship. It is just a transference of confidence. And that leads me to the third way of how you can skyrocket through your sales plateau is having belief in the people that you are signing and the people that you are even attracting to your content, to your page. I used to work with a coach, and something that she said that I started also doing is she had a sticky note on her wall of the clients that she would think about every time she would create content. So she had these best clients who had achieved amazing results, who did the work, who showed up, who took action, all of these things, right? She had them written on a sticky note, and whenever she would show up or create a piece of content, whatever it was, she would think about these clients. And what happens is sometimes we have experiences with clients that aren't so great. We have experience with people who aren't moving, who aren't taking action, who don't take responsibility, who need accountability for every fucking step of the way. And we get it in our heads that these are the majority of people. And maybe, but not the majority of people that actually want to change their fucking life. So a reason for your sales plateau could be that you have signed one too many of these fucking clients and you secretly don't believe that people are going to get results unless they are a fucking unicorn, and you believe that those unicorn clients are few and far between. When really, if you just learned how to speak to them and you just learned how to communicate to those clients only whenever you are creating content, and at first, this is going to be difficult because you're not used to talking to somebody who is quote unquote higher level. When people talk about potential clients being higher level, we're not talking about people that have a lot of money. We're not talking about people that have a lot of privilege. We are simply talking about the people that are ready to make moves and not just invest in you and your offer, but also do the work that comes after the investment. The work doesn't start when you invest. That is not a big deal. Anybody can invest thousands of fucking dollars, and I've seen it before where people invest a lot of money and they expect that to change their identity and change everything. But the work comes after the investment, to showing up for the investment day in and day out and showing up for themselves. And I want you to just give yourself permission to let go of people that you are trying to convince people that aren't actually going to take their life, their health, their relationship, whatever it is, into their hands. And you don't need to send them animosity or hate or guilt, any of that kind of stuff, but you can release the need to save fucking everybody. You can decide that your coaching and your offers are for the people that are going to really take them seriously. I've definitely had clients before who, if you are one of these clients, I'm not shitting on you, but they have signed on and they haven't consumed all of the resources, all of the courses, the curriculum, blah, 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 blah. And there could be a lot of reasons for that, right? It could be related to time, whatever, right? But I recently had a one-to-one client who was like, I just spent the last couple of weeks diving through your private one-to-one coaching curriculum, and it is so valuable. It is so fucking good. And it was just such a great reminder for me that like people that are invested in the process, that are excited about their own growth, and that are going to put in the work, like these clients are possible, and these clients are going to invest. They're going to be excited about working with you, and they are going to also keep up their end of the bargain. And that doesn't have to be 1 in a million. That can be all of your clients when you know how to talk to them. And that, my love, is 3 ways that you are going to skyrocket through your sales plateau energetically, mindset wise, identity wise. And then from that place, you can make refinements, make tweaks, all of those things. But 9 times out of 10, getting through a sales plateau, when you are showing up and selling, when you are taking the action, it comes down to the way that you are taking action, the way you are seeing yourself, the way that you are positioning yourself, and also the way that you are positioning your offer. With confidence, with certainty, with all of the things that are actually very necessary alongside the strategy in order for you to, again, skyrocket through that sales plateau and make the money that you want to make and sign high-ticket clients, which is also exactly what you're going to do inside of the Real Deal Group program. In this program, we focus on mindset, the subconscious reprogramming of your beliefs and thoughts that tell you that you're not good enough, the self-doubt, the imposter syndrome, all of the things that are low-key holding you back from being your biggest, most bold self online. We do the nervous system regulation, so you have emotional resilience in your business, so you can keep going, so you can be consistent, so you can handle the discomfort that comes with running a business without spiraling or fucking crashing out every single time you're in your fucking luteal phase, and really grow a sustainable business that you have capacity for. And also, when it comes to the nervous system regulation as well, we talk a lot too about capacity, because capacity to succeed is something that not a lot of people talk about. Because when you struggle with the self-doubt, the not feeling good enough, the imposter syndrome, all of these things, it is so easy to hold yourself back and self-sabotage, because you low-key are telling yourself, like, it can't be that good. I can't be the kind of person that can have a successful business. That fear of success is so real, and we tackle that too inside of the Real Deal. And of course, we do the customized, personalized content and sales strategy. I truly believe that content and sales is something that is so personalized to your business, to your niche, to who you're talking to, and having that mentorship aspect where you will be coached on your unique niche, who you're talking to, and having that customized strategy is so fucking important for your business as you are building to 5-figure months, to 10K plus months. And that is what you're going to do inside of the Real Deal. All right, my loves. If you are, though, looking for more close proximity mentorship, you can apply to at the link in my bio for one-to-one coaching. There's also Telegram only packages as well. All right. I love you guys so much, and I will see you next week.